And did you know Susana Morales?
Yes.
How long did you know Susana?
We went to school together since elementary school.
Okay. Were you friends since elementary school?
We knew of each other, but we weren't very close until 6th grade.
Okay. What school were you in 6th grade with Susana?
Radloff Middle School.
And what did you call her?
I called her Susie, Susanna, Sue, just whatever.
And you said friends since 6th grade?
Yes.
How old were you in 6th grade?
11 or 12.
What kind of stuff did you guys like to do together?
We would go get food, we'd do makeup, we'd learn dances and songs. She used to play the ukulele, so she would learn songs on that as well. Just hang out.
Who else was in your friend group with you and Susie?
It was me, Susanna, and Esmeralda.
Did Esmeralda also go to school with you?
Yes.
Both of you? And you and Susanna were in the same grade?
Yes.
Who was older?
I was older.
How much older?
A couple months. My birthday is in October and hers is in June, so I think like 5 or 6 months, I believe.
And you said she liked music?
Yes, she loved music.
Okay. What kind of, you said the ukulele. How long did she play the ukulele?
I'm not sure. She's always had one since I've known her. She got really interested in it maybe when we were freshmen.
Okay. Did she play any other instruments?
Yeah, she had a piano as well, and then we also used to play the violin together in middle school.
Were you guys in any band or groups at school for music?
Just orchestra and chorus.
And back in July of 2022, what grade were you about to enter? Or what?
I was a sophomore, I believe. Or I was about to be a junior.
Okay. So you had finished your 10th grade and were in the summer before 11th grade?
Yes, ma'am.
And was Susie in the same grades then?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Back then in July of 2022, which area were you living in?
I was living in Duluth at the in-town suite still.
Okay. And where did Susie live?
She lived in Norcross on Singleton.
Were you, how were you able to see each other?
It just depends. If it wasn't at school, it was like somewhere outside of school. We used to have cheer practice together. I would go to Esme's house and she would also go there. We would hang out at the mall, a bunch of different places.
And you said Esme, what?
Oh, Esmeralda, sorry.
Esme is what you call her?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was Susie like that summer? You said after sophomore year going into junior year, how would you describe her? Happy, sad, funny?
I think she was very happy. She was a very bubbly person, like just had a really like shining personality. She was very sweet, very nice, very down to do anything with you.
Okay. And back then, was she still doing music in high school too?
I believe so. I believe she was still in orchestra and chorus.
And you mentioned cheer. You both cheered?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that for Meadow Creek?
Yes.
And how would you communicate with her? You guys call, text, social media?
Yeah, all of that. Like social media, FaceTiming, phone calls, texting.
What social media apps did you and Susanna use?
We use TikTok, Instagram, sometimes Snapchat. Yeah.
Did you guys make TikToks or Snap videos?
Yes.
What kind of videos did you guys make?
Usually it was dancing videos, or, because she was Hispanic, she would teach me a lot of dances as well, so we would do those.
Was she a good dancer?
Yes.
Were you a good dancer?
I'd like to believe so.
Okay. When you guys hung out, whose house did you hang out at?
Usually Esmeralda's house.
Did you sometimes hang out at Susie's house?
Yeah, sometimes.
And at that point, how was her relationship with her mom?
I mean, it was like any relationship a teenager has with their parent. It was, I would say it wasn't bad. It was good.
Did you know her mom too?
Yeah.
And you knew Esmeralda's mom?
Yes.
Did your mom sometimes talk? about you girls?
I think so, probably.
Did Susie ever talk to you about getting in any fights or disagreements with her mom?
Sometimes, but it wasn't anything that would worry me. You know, we all have fights with our parents, so.
Okay. Did any of that summer back in June and July of 2022, did anything worry you about Susie then?
No.
She was doing okay?
Yeah.
And we heard some talk before that Susana smoked marijuana. Did you know about that?
Yes.
How often would she do that?
Pretty often, I would say.
Did you know if she did any other drugs?
I don't believe so.
Did Susana ever talk to you about running away?
No, never.
Did she ever talk to you about wanting to move out or go somewhere else?
She wanted to live with Esme, but that was just because we were all so close. But never like she wanted to run away or like leave home.
How often do you think you talk to Susana?
If not every day, maybe every other day.
And with that, what form of communication would you talk to her on when you guys were talking every other day?
I would like to say it's probably mostly texting or FaceTime, but it was definitely at least a text or like a video on social media that we would send each other.
Would you see her when you were not in school during the summer break?
Yes.
How often do you think you saw her in person?
Maybe like every week, at least.
Do you know when the last time you talked to her was?
I think it was a couple days before she went missing.
And are you familiar with the Life 360 app?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have that on your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us what Life 360 is.
It's an app where you can add people to your circle. You can add friends, family members, and it'll tell you their location, and you can like name places, so it'll tell you if they're at work or if they're at home.
Okay. Did you have friends or people in your circle on Life 360?
Yes.
Who was in your circle group or your friend group on Life 360?
We had a friend named Andrea Lees. Susanna was in it. Esmeralda was in it, and then one more friend named Kiara.
When did you first get the Life 360 app? Do you remember?
I believe 7th grade.
Okay. And back in 7th grade when you first got it, do you think you were friends with Susanna on it back then?
Yeah.
Do you still have Life 360?
Yes.
So you have used it consistently since 7th grade?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also communicate or are friends with your family on it?
Yes.
Who in your family are you on 360 with?
My aunt, my uncle, my grandma, my mom, all my siblings, my dad, and my uncles, a lot of them.
So you use it a lot?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you think you look at it?
Every day.
Every day you look
Every
at it?
day. Yes, ma'am.
Why do you look at it every day?
I would like to know where people are without having to text them, but I think the reason why I look at it every single day now is to check up on my family members and my friends to make sure everything's okay.
Why do you do that now?
Because Susanna went missing.